Okay, so today we're gonna dive into something that's been making some headlines lately.
Sounds good.
It's this whole situation with the Ghanaian president, John Dramani Mahama,
Yeah.
specifically his X account getting hacked.
Uh-huh.
We've got a fascinating report from Le Monde Afrique dated March 18th of this year, 2025,
Okay.
that really digs into the details. And I
Okay.
think for our deep dive today,
Yeah.
what we really want to do is unpack what exactly went down here.
Sure.
You know, what methods the hackers might have used,
Yeah.
and the bigger picture this paints about scams online,
Right.
especially when it comes to cryptocurrency.
Yeah, no, that's a hot topic for sure.
Especially in Africa, where it seems like things are moving really fast.
Definitely a lot happening there.
So maybe we should start with the basics.
Yeah. Let's get the foundation laid.
President Mahama's official X account
Right.
was totally taken over for 2 whole days.
Wow. 48 hours.
Full 48 hours.
That's a long time.
His spokesperson, Felix Kwaki Ofosu, confirmed it all.
On March 18th, Tuesday,
Okay.
which is also when this report from Le Monde Afrique came out.
Gotcha.
But apparently the hackers got in on Saturday.
Oh, so the weekend?
Yeah.
Okay.
And no one even noticed until Sunday.
So a whole day went by.
That's a lot of time in the world of social media, right?
It is. Things move so fast online.
Things move so fast.
Huge window of opportunity there for whoever got in.
And they didn't waste any time either.
Oh, really? What did they do?
They jumped right into promoting this cryptocurrency scam.
Oh, no. Not surprised, though, I guess.
It was called Solana Africa.
Solana Africa. Interesting.
And this is where it gets even more interesting.
Okay, how so?
This scam was aimed specifically at people who support John Dramani Mahama.
That's smart. Very targeted.
Why do you think they went after that specific group?
Well, I mean, it's all about trust, right?
Uh-huh.
They're looking to exploit that existing trust that people have.
Right.
People who admire the president, follow him online.
They might be more likely to believe in something.
Is something he appears to endorse.
Exactly. They drop their guard a little.
It's like social engineering, but on a bigger level.
Absolutely. It's playing on those affiliations for, not so good reasons.
And the pitch itself for this Solana Africa.
Yeah, what was it?
Oh, it's something else.
Okay.
They claimed it was directed by the president himself.
Oh, wow. So really using his name.
To make payments free across all of Africa.
That's a big promise.
Using the Solana blockchain, of course.
Okay, so they're bringing in that blockchain aspect.
So you got his name, this huge promise, and then this technology that's actually legitimate.
Right. Solana, it's a real platform.
It's a clever combination, even if it's totally dishonest.
Yeah, definitely playing all the angles there.
Now, for anyone who maybe isn't super familiar with all this,
Sure.
what exactly is a blockchain?
Okay, so imagine like a digital ledger
Okay.
that's shared
Okay.
and keeps track of transactions in a way that's really, really hard to mess with.
Hard to change.
Hard to change.
Got it.
And the big thing is it's decentralized. No one person controls it.
Okay.
And Solana specifically,
Yeah.
it's known for being fast and efficient,
Right.
which makes it great for a lot of uses, especially digital payments.
Makes sense.
So the scammers are basically trying to ride that wave of,
Yeah, that positive buzz.
that positive buzz, yeah.
And the report even mentions they made a whole website.
Oh, really? For
Yeah.
Solana Africa?
Yeah, for this fake project,
Wow, they went all out.
saying it had President Mahama's backing.
That's crazy. So they really wanted to make it look real.
It was a whole illusion of legitimacy.
Yeah, it's like the more convincing stuff they create,
Yeah.
the more likely they'll fool someone.
And here's the really cynical part.
Okay, lay it on me.
The article says that once people started putting money in, the people behind Solana Africa immediately sold off all their tokens.
Oh, classic pump and dump.
Yeah, exactly.
But like on this huge political stage, it really is.
It's bold.
So for anyone who doesn't know,
Yeah.
how does a pump and dump scheme actually work?
So it's all about artificially inflating the price
Yeah.
of something that's not really worth that much.
Right.
In this case, those fake Solana Africa tokens.
Right.
And they do that by spreading hype,
Oh, I see.
making it sound amazing.
Positive statements.
Positive stuff, exactly.
Gotcha.
So people buy in thinking they're getting a great deal.
Uh-huh.
But the scammers who bought it cheap early on,
Yeah.
they sell at the high price and make a ton of money.
Right.
And then the price crashes and everyone else is left holding the bag.
And they lose out.
Big time.
It's awful.
And the fact they sold off those tokens so quickly,
Yeah.
that's a huge red flag.
Huge red flag.
That this was a pump and dump.
So what does all this tell us?
Well, I think the report hits on a couple of really important things.
Okay, like what?
Well, first off, this whole thing shines a light on the problem of crypto scams.
Especially in Africa. Especially in Africa.
It seems like digital currencies are becoming more popular there.
Yeah. Nope, for sure, huge growth.
But maybe the rules and regulations haven't quite caught up.
Right, and public awareness, too, like
Yeah.
how to stay safe.
Which makes it easier for these scams to spread.
It does.
Why do you think Africa might be particularly vulnerable right now?
Well, I think a few things are at play.
Yeah.
Like you said, the rules around digital assets, they're still being developed in a lot of African countries.
Right.
And that can create openings for bad actors.
For scammers.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And then you have this really fast adoption
Yeah.
of mobile tech and digital payment systems.
Which is good in a lot of ways.
Oh, absolutely. It's transformative.
Right.
But it also means there are new users
Yeah.
who might not be aware of how sophisticated scams can be.
Right.
And then there's the question of financial literacy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, do people understand these new technologies well enough?
To know what's real and what's fake.
Exactly.
It's a big challenge.
It is, yeah.
The other thing that this incident shows is this scary trend of scammers hacking into verified accounts.
Oh, yeah, those blue check marks.
Especially politicians and other high-profile figures.
So they're using that verification.
Which is supposed to mean you're trustworthy.
I know, it's
To
ironic.
spread lies and steal money.
It's awful. Like, that check mark is meant to build trust,
Right.
and they're twisting it for their own gain.
Totally.
And it makes you question everything you see online.
It really does.
Like, if you can't even trust a blue check mark, what can you trust?
And the report actually gives some more examples of this.
Oh, really? Like what?
Back in July 2023,
Okay.
the X account of South Africa's opposition leader, Julius Malema,
Yeah, I remember him.
was hacked to promote some fake NFT project.
Oh, wow. So same playbook, just different assets.
Same playbook, different digital asset.
For those who might not know, what's an NFT?
Right, good point.
Okay, so NFTs are these
Non-fungible tokens.
non-fungible tokens.
Yeah.
They're basically unique digital assets
Okay.
that show you own something specific, like a piece of digital art.
Like a collectible.
Or a collectible, yeah.
Cool.
The big thing is they're unique.
Okay.
Unlike Bitcoin, where one coin is the same as another,
Right.
each NFT is one of a kind.
Gotcha.
So in the Malema case, they probably pushed fake collectibles,
Using his name?
hoping people would buy them because they trusted him.
Yeah, it's a clever scheme.
It is. It plays on that fan base.
And it's not just happening in Africa.
No, I bet it's everywhere.
Earlier this month, there was a fake account
Really?
impersonating Morocco's head of government,
Oh, wow.
Aziz Akhannouch.
That's bold.
And they were promoting a fake Moroccan digital currency.
So they're adapting the methods, changing the assets.
And yeah, that's the same tactic in different places.
The goal is always the same, though.
To leverage that authority
Right.
and trick people.
Exactly.
But this next example is maybe the most striking.
Oh, okay. What is it?
In February this year, a Saudi government account was hacked.
Oh.
And they made it look like it belonged to Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman.
No way, really?
And they used it to promote a fake crypto launch.
That's insane. Like, even government accounts aren't safe.
It makes you wonder about online security as a whole.
It does. If they can hack a government,
Right.
who's to say what's safe anymore?
And it shows how sophisticated these hackers are.
Yeah, this isn't just some kid in their basement.
Right.
This is organized. They know what they're doing.
So let's sum it all up for everyone.
Yeah, good idea.
Ghana's President's X account
Okay.
was hacked for 2 days.
2 whole days.
They used it to promote this crypto scam.
Called Solana Africa,
Right.
which was completely fake.
And they said President Mahama was behind it,
And tied it to the real Solana blockchain.
which was also a lie.
Of course.
And it's all very similar to other scams we've seen.
Whether real or fake,
Yeah.
like the ones with Donald Trump and Javier Milei,
Right, those were wild.
they were.
And the key thing here,
Yeah.
the people behind this sold everything off super fast.
Classic pump and dump.
Exactly.
Leave everyone else with nothing,
And it shows how big this problem of crypto scams is becoming,
especially in Africa.
especially in Africa, where there's so much potential, but also so much risk.
So much risk. Yeah.
And it all fits into this bigger trend
Yeah.
of scammers going after verified accounts,
Those blue check marks.
politicians, leaders, anyone with influence.
And they're using that influence to deceive people.
Oh.
That's really unsettling. It is. It makes you wonder, like,
Yeah.
what can we trust online anymore?
And that brings us to our final thought for you.
Okay, hit me.
If even accounts like these with supposedly good security
Yeah.
can be hacked,
And used to spread these scams.
what does that mean for how we view information online?
Right. Like, what can we believe?
And how will this impact the future of digital finance?
Especially in places like Africa, where it's growing so fast.
Yeah, it's a big question.
Huge implications.
And what about the platforms themselves?
Yeah.
Like X, what responsibility do they have
Mm-hmm.
to stop this from happening in the first place?
That's the million-dollar question.
It is a lot to think about.
Food for thought.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
It's been a pleasure.
Really appreciate your insights.
Anytime.
Until next time.
Yeah, see you then.